Chad, in talking about the Baylor women, they certainly have benefited in recent seasons from grad transfer point guards.
Hmm. Hmm.
They've made a living there. Um, do you feel like Nikki Collin will continue to kind of milk that transfer portal, just like Kim Mulkey did, and we were talking a little bit about in the pre-show about you feel like you know this Big 12 women's race maybe is wide open as ever, right?
Yeah, for sure. I guess to address the first part of that, I would expect that Nikki Collin will be a big time player in the transfer portal this upcoming season, not just from guards. I mean, Kim seemed like she was going to go with her recruited high school players at the post positions and then fill that point guard role as needed from a grad transfer. But I would suspect that first of all, Baylor didn't have enough players to start this year. Usually want 12 and they were scrapping to get 10, maybe 14. So they're gonna bring in a lot of people, and it's gonna be high school players, junior college players, and transfer portal players. There's been a lot of noise, certainly not from me, about the way this Baylor women's basketball season is going. It's clear that they're not the dominant team. I mean, you don't have to be for them or against them to see that they're not the dominant team that they have been. And that's, in a way, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know if they would say it's good, but it's more interesting. It's more interesting to show up at the Farrell Center and not know, that one team is going to win by 50 points.
Well, put it this way, it's certainly better for the Big 12 as a whole, as a
Yeah,
conference.
yeah, and that's what you originally asked about, was the Big 12 race. And although Baylor started out 0-2, and I've been saying this before conference even started, you're going to get to the last week of the regular season, and there's going to be 3 or maybe even 4 teams that have a chance to. I mean, Baylor, Oklahoma, Texas, Iowa State, all 4 of them, might get to the last week with a chance to win it, and you might have a co-champ situation even. I mean, that's not out of the question. So I think eventually Baylor is going to figure out this deal about, everybody coming for them and them having to play really, really well on a nightly basis, more so than they ever have had to before. Because you know what? Before last year and the years that I've been on the beat, and probably previous beat writers can speak to this, teams showed up and you could see the fear in their eyes to even take a shot.
Mm.
And that's not the case anymore.
Right.